Hello, hello, hello. It's Valinda Kokala, southbayyoginis.com, and welcome to my page, Motivational Monday. Not very motivational today, could be a trigger warning, and just so you know, because I am going to be talking about Premka, White Bird in a Golden Cage, My Life with Yogi Bhajan. So I just got this book last week and just got all this information last week. And if you don't know, in the Kundalini Yoga world, there has been an upheaval of... because of her memoir, claiming sexual abuse, claiming, extramarital affairs, many things she's claiming in this book. And what's interesting is that, people ask me, I'm on Instagram too, just so you guys know. People ask me, Valinda, didn't you know about this? And we did not know about this. There were rumors, and in fact, one of my students told me, about 15 years ago, before my daughter was born, I actually told her a rumor that I had heard. And you guys, I have no memory of it. Isn't that crazy? I was so indoctrinated with the teachings. I don't even remember telling her that. So I'm reading this with new knowledge that, and more stories are coming out. So I'm in a group processing this book right now. I'm in a teacher's group. And a lot of us are very shocked by this information that Yogi Bhajan was an abuser. He's being called out as an abuser. And then, so basically what's going on right now in the Kundalini Yoga world is we have two camps. We have the camps that believe her, and more women are coming forward now. As usual, that happens. Hi, Jen, I'm talking about this book. That happens, right? So, and I know what it's like to keep somebody's secret because I was abused as a child, and I have kept my abusers safe and a secret. And I've tried to write my memoirs so many times over the years. I did submit some of it to 100 Women, 100 Stories with Jill Athier. But I'm like, how am I going to, call this person out? How am I going to ruin their life? Even though... It's ironic because I've spent my entire life trying to heal from abuse. And Kundalini Yoga meditation has been a huge part of my healing journey, huge part for 20 years. So you guys know how much I love it and how much I love teaching it. But a lot is being called into question right now. A lot is being called into question. So the lineage is being called into question. Like, where did Yogi Bhajan really get these teachings? And basically what we're being told right now by a scholar who has investigated it and wrote his dissertation on it, which I can post the link. When I'm done, I'll post the link for you guys to read it for yourself, is that Yogi Bhajan made up a lot of the teachings. So the lineage was a lie. Like, where it came from was a lie. So this is interesting because, I just got my volume 2 of my Kundalini Yoga Awakening immersion I'm doing in Kauai. And of course, I have a whole thing on Yogi Bhajan. Okay, well, none of this is true now, so I have to do a rewrite. But I've already ordered my manual for my Kauai people. So just so you guys know, we're going to be talking about all of this. So basically what I'm saying right now is when all the Hatha yoga teachers got called out as abusers, which many of them have, Iyengar we know, Bikram we know, Patabi Joyce we know. I studied all those lineages. I met Patabi Joyce. I met Iyengar. So now I'm like, well, is there any teacher that hasn't been called out on abuse? In the original lineage is what we're looking at now. And I guess more and more stories are coming out now. So this was a long time ago. I'm not making any excuses, but this actually happened 50 years ago. So it's interesting that it's coming out now, and us as second and third generation Kundalini teachers are in shock about it. So I encourage you to read the book yourself, to have your own opinion about it. I will be rewriting my manual for the third time. I am grateful right now. Hey, Angela. I am grateful right now that I have so many lineages under my belt. I'm talking about the book, Angela, just so you know, trigger warning. I have so many lineages under my belt. I studied Iyengar. I studied Ashtanga, both abuse lineage. I studied Bikram from another abusive lineage. I've studied Ananda from Paramahansa Yogananda. I don't know any charges against him, but I guess some did come out many, many years ago. I don't know about that. So I basically how I'm moving forward right now is what I want to talk to you guys about is that, I'm a dance movement therapist. I studied at Clearsight Clairvoyance School. I've studied many, many lineages, and I've been practicing yoga for over 20 years. So what I tuned into yesterday when I taught at my class, I had a big event yesterday with Roxy, and we had, over 30 women there. And of course, I didn't go into my class and say, hey, our teacher was just accused of abuse, 50 years ago. And now all these other women are coming forward that about the abuse. And just to be clear, I believe her. I believe her, and I believe the other women that are coming forward. So I had to get really clear what I was doing in my class yesterday. So here's some things I want to tell you guys moving forward. I'm going to kind of suspend my online business for now. I'm going to continue to teach my live classes. I'm not going to be doing Mantra Monday or Motivational Monday and teaching the teachings right now because I don't know what I'm teaching right now. I'm teaching Valinda Yoga. That's what I'm teaching. I'm going to be drawing from my 20 years of doing this practice and my 20 years of experience. And I want to be pure. And you guys know that I'm a pure heart. Everything has come through me with pure love and pureness and pure intentions. Don't worry, Angela. I'm still doing my sadhana. And you have plenty of material in my conversations with my Soul Sisters group. And Japji is not Yogi Bhajan, so it's pure. And the paris of Japji that we're doing right now is not Yogi Bhajan. So we're okay. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. But I do need to figure out how I'm moving forward teaching Kundalini Yoga. Because this is what I'm trained in, you guys. This is what, thank you, honey. I love you. This is what I'm an expert in, is Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. I have done something like 8 teacher trainings. I've been teaching it for 20 years. This is my area of expertise, yoga, meditation. Okay, so how I'm moving forward. Carolyn Cohen is amazing. She started Kundalini Global a while ago. I've been pulling away from the Dharma for a while, so you guys have seen me. You've watched my evolution over the years. I mean, when I started my online business, I quit using my spiritual name, Viriam Carr, and I also took off my white. Like, I stopped wearing white. I stopped putting, my hair up because I was getting headaches. I mean, look at me right now. This is the biggest sin, apparently, in Kundalini, is wearing all black. Interesting, huh? With what's going on. But it's heartbreaking for me. It's been really difficult to read the book because I did have an image of Yogi Bhajan. I used his quotes. I used his image a lot, and I won't be doing that anymore. Yesterday at my class, I did not call him in. I used to call him in for all my classes. I call in Yogananda, Babaji, Sai Baba, and Yogi Bhajan. And now 3 out of the 4 have been accused of abuse. I don't call him anymore. So yes, I did tune in. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to that energy within me. I don't know if I'm going to tune in anymore because now they're saying that the tune in is from Yogi Bhajan. So I've got to get clear. I got to separate. People are saying, well, separate the teacher from the teachings. That's a little bit hard to do because of the way we're indoctrinated as teachers. We watched hours of his videos, you guys. We did the Tradikam meditation where we stared into his eyes for 2.5 hours. We watched hours and hours of his videos, and we had to write papers on it. And we were very indoctrinated in the teachings. But as I said, over the past 5 years, I have been pulling away. I have decided to move forward with my own teacher training. I've done, I'm doing my 50-hour Kundalini Yoga training. Funny, all the visuals I get are Kundalini women in violet purple. Oh, that's great, Jen. So yeah, a lot of people have been pulling away over the years. And I guess a lot of people knew. I didn't know it to be fact. I had heard rumors. And we were actually warned about this one guy on YouTube who was trying to take Yogi Bhajan down, to ignore him. And but I know in my own journey of trying to do teacher trainings and trying to jump through all the hoops, they wanted me to do a level 3. They wanted me to work for free for 12 hours a day, even though I've been teaching for 20 years and I need to be paid. I'm a full-time teacher. So I went through my own struggles with 3HO and KRI and IKYTA. I will no longer be paying my dues to KRI. IKYTA or 3HO, so I'm no longer going to be affiliated with them. I've been paying my dues almost 20 years. I'm not going to get any of that money back because right now what I'm struggling with is that a lot of the old timers in my teachers group where we're all processing are saying that everyone knew this abuse was going on and nobody did anything about it. It was swept under the rug. And she's the one breaking the silence. 50 years later, you guys, 50 years later. I did message my early teachers, and I am in contact with one who's dialoguing with me, Sada Sakar in Italy. I'm dialoguing with her. We have gotten official letters from Guru Singh, from KRI and IKYTA that there will be an investigation. But an investigation, and you've known for 50 years? Come on. I mean, come on. And I think what's hard for us is second and third generation teachers, which means that our teachers studied with Yogi Bhajan directly, and then we were the next in line. We studied with them. You know, I never met Yogi Bhajan. So moving forward, I need a break. I'm going to take a break online. I will continue to teach my live classes. Yesterday, I did teach all Kundalini Yoga and meditation. I didn't follow my notes exactly. So it's actually a lot of freedom for us as teachers, you guys, believe it or not. And I felt Yogi Bhajan's energy coming in a few times, and I completely blocked it. I'm like, nope. These teachings are coming through me now. And that's how I feel right now. Like these teachings have come through me as Valinda, as a pure heart, as an innocent soul. And you know, one of my gifts is my naivety and my gullibility, and it's one of my gifts. And yeah, I'm really heartbroken by this news because now it's really seeping in that it's real, and more women are coming out, as I said. And I think again, what's hard for us as second generation teachers is they're saying that everyone knew. Everyone in his inner circle knew. And that's really hard for me, that they knew and they continue to teach. So just like I just found out, the first thing I'm going to do is come on and tell you guys, this is new information to me. I just found out. Yes, there were rumors that there was sexual misconduct and there was stuff going on in the inner circle and in the Dharma. But I was never in that. I was never in the Dharma. I never became Sikh. I never wanted the religious part of this practice. I always tried to separate the Kundalini Yoga from the religious part of the practice. And really, I've been teaching you guys what has worked for me. That's really what I've been teaching you. So all my online stuff is what worked for me. It's all my favorite Kriyas, all that worked for me. So what I'm focusing on right now with Carolyn Cohen, with Ravi Singh and Anna Brett, with people who have left the Dharma, who knew something was going on. They didn't have proof. How we're moving forward is we're focusing on the technology. So one of the things I'm focusing on is the science, which I used this book to write my manual. So I was focusing on the lymph glands, the organs. So my 7 Secrets to Kundalini, I wrote that. That's my information that I came up with. That's original to me. So I'm moving forward with what has worked for me, one thing. I need to separate what came from Yogi Bhajan and what is real. Like, where did he get Kundalini Yoga? Where is it from? Because the information we were given in teacher training is not true. This is not true. It's been proven by researchers, people who are not Kundalini yogis. He wrote a dissertation on it, and I'll post it. Philip Deslipe. I don't know how to say his last name. So he went back to figure out, is Sant Hazara Singh a real person? When was Yogi Bhajan declared Kundalini master at age 16? So anyway, we're figuring all this out, the lineage. We're going before Kundalini Yoga. A lot of us, we've created a group of teachers called Kundalini Yoga Beyond Kundalini Yoga, something like that. And we are helping each other right now come up with, okay, what was Yogi Bhajan's and what did he take from what lineage, and where is the original source? Now, can I say that the original source of Kundalini Yoga was not an abuser, I cannot say that. I mean, we don't know about Patanjali even, right? We don't know. I mean, these lineages are so old. And where do we, discern? How are we going to move through this? And the only thing I know, you guys, is I'm going to focus on what I know right now, which is I know my own practice for the past 20 years. And I know that I have taught with love and with devotion to my Satnam, to my true identity, to the God within me. And my intention has always been to help people, to help women who have survived sexual abuse, who have survived trauma, physical abuse. So this is my intention in moving forward, focusing on the science. So this is a doctor of Oriental medicine and a licensed massage therapist, wrote this book. And I did use this book for, like I said, my manual that I wrote, where we're talking about the nadis, we're talking about the meridians, we're talking about the glands and the organs, which you guys know I always teach from that place anyway. If you've taken my online courses, I talk a lot about this. And I need to go back to see, Angela, Jen, people who have taken my online courses, I need to hear from you. How much of Yogi Bhajan did I talk? And how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? What was a huge relief for me was my women in my live class that I told last week. I didn't say it at Roxy's event yesterday because I had so many new people. And I don't want to go in saying, oh, we just found out that our teacher's an abuser. I'm not going to do that. So I just went in, I cleared my energy, and I taught the class. And it was a beautiful class, and people had really powerful experiences. Thank you, Jen. Okay, thank you. I need to hear that. So yeah, I want to know how you feel. In my live classes, the women told me, Valinda, we don't even care about Yogi Bhajan. We love you. We come to your class for you. And that's what and I'm actually so grateful for my Hatha class right now, you guys, because my Hatha people, where I have 40 people a week in there, 35 to 40 people, and they go, Valinda, we love you. We come for you. So these teachings are already coming through me in the Valinda Yoga way, right? And I just have to trust more of that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trusting myself more. I've always feel you're my Kundalini teacher. Oh, Angela, thank you. So I'm still doing Grace of God. I have not been able to do any more sadhana right now. I was going to teach the Satanama for trauma as our next 40-day sadhana, but I need to find out. Okay, Angela, thank you. I need to find out where that comes from, you guys. I got some sorting to do myself. I've got some sorting to do myself. So I want to be clear, but I did want to make a formal statement because people have been messaging me and asking me, and I am a leader in my community, and I did want to honor you guys and tell you I'm in process. And that's why I did that post the other day on Facebook. I haven't done it on Instagram, you guys, but that I am in process with this. Well, if you watch my stories, I did put it there. I just got the book last week, and I wasn't able to finish it this weekend because I had an event and I needed to be clear. I needed to be a clear channel for the teachings, as I teach them, to be there for the women who came to my class. That was my focus yesterday. So I'm reading the book. I'm processing. I'm in deep process. I don't see myself quitting teaching yoga because when I found out about Iyengar, Patabi Joyce, and Bikram, I didn't quit teaching Hatha yoga. I never even mentioned it, to be honest. I never even mentioned it in my classes because Kundalini is my soul practice. This is where I've, done my 4 a.m. sadhanas and done my cold showers and done my, 40-day sadhana after 40-day sadhana after 40-day sadhana. And I can speak to the truth of the power of these teachings. Absolutely, Valinda, you're amazing. I come to you. Oh, okay, great, Jen. Thank you so much for that. So I am, thank you, Angela. I am processing right now. I'm going to suspend my live streams. I'm going to, there's tons of stuff in my group, Conversations with My Soul Sisters, Kundalini Yoga, Meditation, and Wellness. And that was before I knew this information. So you're not going to see me as conflicted. I'm much more clear. So it's pre-knowing this information and now post-knowing this information, how I'm moving forward. I am in a support group with teachers. We are all working together. We're figuring this out together. And I will continue to teach my live classes. I have my clients. I have my events. I'm still teaching Kundalini. I'm just figuring out how I'm separating Yogi Bhajan from it. I don't know yet. But yeah, not a happy time, not good stories. But the good thing is that we're free. We're not bound to KRI, IKYTA, and 3HO anymore. We're not bound to wearing white. We're not bound to the religious aspects of the students from other traditions have gone through this. Glad you're taking it slowly into it. Thank you, John. Yes. And we're actually looking to them for support. And when I shared it in my class last week, one of my students who's Buddhist told me they went through it with their teacher, that their direct teacher ended up having abuse charges against him. What I will say is that this is the time of the goddess. This is the time of the divine feminine. And we are moving forward, you guys. There are all these women right now. I would say over 1,000 of us. And we are moving forward. And these teachings are going to be born in a whole new way. Not from a patriarch lineage. Not from abuse. Not from power and control. But from pure love and pure truth and healing. That's where we are coming from. So thank you so much for watching this. Let me know how I can support you. We're all in this together. Read the book, get your own opinion. There's already videos coming out saying that she's lying. So check those out too. I'm trying to get through one of them right now. But I think what's hard for me is that Yogi Bhajan was my spiritual father, one of them, Paramahansa Yogananda, another one. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing. And I'm so sorry for all the victims and what Pamela's been through and what Pamela said. You know what, you guys? I went through this all alone. When I left the Dharma, I lost everything. And I went through this alone. At least you guys have each other. And that's what we do have as teachers. We have each other. So thanks so much for watching this video. And you guys have watched my evolution over the years, move away from the Dharma, move away from all the dogma and the religious aspects, and just really getting down to the pure teachings, which is the healing, which is the goddess, which is the mother. The healing aspects of these practice is why I practice it and why I teach it, is to help you heal and to help me heal. And it's so sad that yet another lineage is tainted. I know, Heather. How do we know what's true? I can only trust my heart. I believe her. I believe her. I know what it's like to protect your abuser. And Heather, many women are coming forward now. So there's two camps right now. There's the people who believe and the people who don't. And it's like political, right? It's this political thing. We're going through the same thing in the United States. The people who support Trump and the people who don't. It's like there's not a middle ground. Where's the middle ground? I don't know, Heather, but I can only trust what I know to be true. Read the book. Listen to the other women coming forward right now. Listen to the teachers who were there, who are now coming out. Teachers who were there, who tried to speak up and were cast out. And something was always not right for me. That's why I never went fully in. And I always had lots of trouble with, moving forward, trying to become a teacher. You guys watched me for years trying to do teacher trainings. And I haven't even shared what I went through with that publicly. I've shared it in my group. Some of you know. So that's where I'm at. I'm in deep process. Thank you for watching. Let me know how I can support you. And we're all in this together. I will be doing my 50-hour immersion in Kauai, so we'll be talking about this. Our instincts fail us, lest we think they do. Sometimes if you feel something is true, it probably is. Yes, Becky, yes. So, yeah. We have the immersion. I will be writing a third version of this book with accurate information. And Yeah, it's a sad day in the yoga world, you know, and it's also a happy day because all the women are breaking away. We're breaking the chains of patriarchal abuse. We're breaking the chains. Yoga will become, so maybe it was only brought by a male lineage. It's going to become, you know, the goddess and truth and healing, and it's coming through us now. It's coming through us, and we are pure hearts with good intentions. All the women I know teaching yoga. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Bring your hands together. Still your mind. Open your heart. Speak your truth and live your dreams. That's all we can do. I will see you next time. I'm taking a break, and I'll let you guys know when I'm back. I will be, you can always message me. You can always reach out to me, do an angel card reading with me. I believe this works. There's science behind healing. Yeah, we need a new perspective. Exactly, Jen. And we're focusing on the science now. A lot of the teachers who are coming forward, writing new material. I know Carolyn Cohen is one of them, Kundalini Global, and we are moving forward. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys, you know, when I'm in a better space to be your teacher again. Okay? Sat Nam.